And he's great.
It was an easy question.
And he's great.
What do you know about my family?
I don't know anything.
Fair enough.
So The Punisher was kind of the shooting star in the second season of the Daredevil. Did you feel any kind of pressure developing an own independent show about this character?
You know, I felt a lot less pressure in some ways because of Daredevil. I felt pressure to live up to what they'd done and live up to what Jon had done. But you know, it's very rare as a writer you get to see the actor have played the part before you create the show. And what Jon had done there was one of the, you know, was a lot of the reason I wanted to do the show. So I felt less pressure in terms of knowing it could be good, and I felt more pressure about just having to, you know, do service to the work they'd already done.
And how do you approach a story or character like the Punisher or Frank Castle? Because he's quite controversial because of the things he does and how he does it. How do you approach this character?
You know, you start. I mean, I think you start from character and you say what's at heart with this guy, and you try and make him as real and truthful as possible. And I'm a big believer that if you can find something in characters that's universal that anyone can identify with, then that's great. And the thing for me in Frank was grief. You know, more than anything, I saw a guy just trying to deal with the loss of his family, and I thought if we can make the audience feel that, hopefully they'll go with him, you know, through everything else. And then obviously Jon can talk to playing him.
How did you prepare for this role, again, mentally and physically?
Yeah, you know, it's the same. I mean, it's yeah, you know, you do a lot of work. The physical thing is, you know, it's a lot of work, but that's kind of the easy. But you know, that's just you know, just hours doing it, you know, and training, and you have to stay on it, and it's a real close relationship with the fight team and the stunt team and weapons. But yeah, emotionally, it's you know, it's you know, I really feel for him, and I've said before, he's in my body and in my blood, and you know, the place where he lives, it's a real dark place, and you have to really go in there, and it's really about to me, it's just about, you know, pushing other stuff away, distractions and lightness, and you know, just pushing that stuff away, and you can find it.
But this show is not just about one character, it's also about social issues, like how does a society or government deal with veterans? Was this something that was very important to you, or why did you focus in the season so much about it?
You know, I felt it was, you know, pretty much impossible to tell the story of Frank Castle in a modern, contemporary way and not touch on, you know, the fact we've been sending guys to war for 15, 16 years, and that when they come back, there are profound issues with that. And I didn't want to preach about it. I mean, I sort of wanted, I felt like that was something that had to be in the show if we were going to, you know, talk about Frank, and we had to see different versions of that experience. And then, you know, and I think the work of good drama is to actually put it up there and let the audience decide and you know, make their own mind up.
So what's the one reason why everybody should watch The Punisher? What do you think, Jon?
Because it's really good. And he's great.
It was an easy question.
And he's great.
That's it, man. Look, I think there's I think that there's a bit of Frank Castle in all of us. You know, I think that I think that we explore loss and we explore grief in a really honest way, and I think that, you know, I think the show is probably a hard show to watch. I think that's a good thing, you know. So I don't know. I just I think like what you said, the social issues and the controversy. I think what I really love about Steve and what I think we're the same on this is. There's no agenda, you know. There's no. We kind of ignored all that, and if it's controversial, it's controversial. If it's brutal, it's brutal. And we're just really seeking to be honest, and you know, I think for a superhero show, that's something. You know, I think that's something.
Great. Thank you, guys.